fabulous clinicians, Jo Muirhead here. Monday evening, it's just gone 5 o'clock. Woohoo, home time! Which means I get to walk up a whole 10 steps, which are just over there to my left, and that puts me up into the main part of my house. So this is an episode of This is Private Practice. And what I wanted to talk about today was self-care while you're at work. See, for me today, Monday, I usually go to yoga. And yoga is a really important part of my week. It sets me up for a good week. It sets me up for my week focused on my health, on my mindset. It helps me to calm down. Because I'm a pretty driven person and I like to get a lot of things done. And there's a lot of energy going on in this head. And at the moment, I'm really tired. I'm ready for a break. I've probably been ready for a holiday for about 2 weeks. And it's been a real push through a couple of weeks for me, which is interesting given that I've had a lot of interstate travel, which is not glamorous at all. But I know my own rhythms and my way of working is that I'm a bit of an all or nothing girl. And I know that's not going to change. I don't want to be a calm, level-headed. That's not me. That makes me feel a bit like I imagine it would be to be a zombie. I like the energy and the passion and the enthusiasm that I bring to the world. And it's taken me a long time to accept that part of me and go, I can do all or nothing. It just means that when I've given my all, there is time for me to replenish. And replenishment for me means I need a week off every 12 weeks from work to go away, to enjoy nature, to enjoy my husband, to read a good novel, to sleep a lot, to eat good food, and to not think about work. So it's really important for me in preparing for a week off to spend the time thinking about not only the preparation for that week off, so I'm not worrying while I'm away, but also what am I going to come home to? How do I want to feel when I come back from that holiday? And I've talked about this a lot. There's lots of videos and blogs on how to prepare for your time off. But it's happening again this week. So I chose not to go to yoga today because on the weekend, my get up and go just went. I was really tired. I spent a lot of time in my bed or in front of the television, which is really unusual for me. So I knew that if I went to yoga today, that 4 hours out of my week was going to leave me feeling more anxious and irritable because there were so many bits and pieces and loose ends and things I needed to finish and things and stuff that needed my attention. And the more I thought about taking time out of my week, the more I got anxious and the more escalated I got. So I decided to work today. And I've crossed off every single thing on my to-do list. I even have this method where I'm feeling overwhelmed and pressured that I put 3 things, the 3 things that have to be done. And sometimes it takes me all day to do those 3 things. And sometimes, like today, I ended up doing 7 things. So I kept adding to my 3 things. But the sense of achievement and accomplishment that it gave me from actually crossing things off my list that were important, that are helping me not only get ready for my week off, but also for what it's going to be like when I come back after my week off. That was just so fulfilling and satisfying for me today. So I'm really, really grateful that I had enough insight and self-awareness this morning to go, yoga is not the best thing for me to do today. It's just not. The best thing for me to do today, the best way for me to look after myself at work today is to actually be at work, but do the things that matter. Because I noticed last week that I was getting pretty distracted and I was trying to do this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing. And that's why it feels like I've got nothing finished and I've got so many loose ends. Because I've got very little finished and I've got a lot of loose ends. So it's not going to be great for me to go away feeling like I've got all this unfinished stuff that needs my attention. In fact, that's a great way for me to have a horrible holiday because I'll spend all my time worrying about it, ruminating on it, wondering what my reputation is or how my reputation is being tarnished, wondering what people are saying about me, and just knowing that when I get back, I've got to finish that thing and I can probably not even remember what the thing is. So it's going to take so much time and effort to even learn what the thing is again. So this week, my self-care is to stay focused on preparing for a great week away. Preparing for a great week away means finishing off things that are really important. It also means delegating and training the people who will be here when I'm not to do the things that they need to do. They need to be empowered. I don't want them messaging me wherever I'm going, because I still don't know where I'm going, but that's pretty cool. I don't want them messaging me and saying, we can't fix this, we can't do that, how do we do this, how do we do that? They're going to want to do the job well, and they need to do the job well, not just for my satisfaction, but for their satisfaction, which means they need to be empowered and they need to know what they need to know while I'm away. So today I spoke to one of my clinical consultants who's been with me for a really long time, and I asked her to step in as kind of the clinical decision maker while I'm away to help both Sophie, the practice manager, make good decisions about referral allocations, but also to give other team members someone to go to while I'm away to help them answer questions about the work that we're doing. And I'm really, really grateful when Sonia says yes to doing this and steps in and says, yep, Jo, not a problem. Leave it with me, I'll get it done. That's the way we roll here at Purple Co. We just get in and we get things done and we help each other out. And it's pretty darn awesome. It allows me to be able to go away knowing that everything is taken care of, and then I'm coming back to something that is peaceful, that is well maintained, so that I can get in with my renewed energy and enthusiasm and be ready to rock and roll with all the awesome things that I'll come home, because I've had some time off, so I will come home with new things I want to do. You have been warned, there will be new things. There's always new things. Apparently there's books that need to be written. I will have to get onto that. So this is Private Practice. And this is Jo, wishing you a fabulous day and a great week.